Being a fan of the late Buddy fight, it was quite exciting to hear that the mind behind it was moving on to a new project, that being Gate Ruler. Thankfully, I was able to keep up with the development and the Japanese side of the game thanks to my man Ibo. He was also the guy who came up with Xenonzard, which is funny because that was my last first impressions video, and both Buddy Fight and Xenonzard are dead. Am I the only one who likes to pop up like the little tab on the boxes? I don't know, it just makes it feel more like high quality to me. I don't know why. And this like box topper, I was like super excited about because I'm like a big fan of Darkness, which I'll talk about in a second. It was so hard to get all these packs pulled out. Like I was almost tempted like to flip it over, but I got it all sorted. Excuse the band-aid on my finger. I had a pretty bad blood blister and I didn't want to gross anybody out. So I think to start, I'm just gonna let the pack openings just kind of roll, just to kind of show what they're in, because before opening this box, I didn't actually know like ratios of packs or cards per box, and after opening, obviously I figured it out. Apparently you get, I think, about 2 to 3 foils per pack. One of those foils will be a 3 to 4. The other one can simply just be a foil copy of a 1-star, 2-star, or even something from a start deck. So like this pack, for example, I was lucky and pulled 2 3-stars, and a foil 2-star. Yeah, and this is my first 4-star, I believe. If you look around the trim, the border is slightly gone. This is noticeable in some cards. Excuse me while I fix the background. And there's an Alice. I was super excited about this because from just what Ibo was telling me in most of his videos, Alice is a super flexible blue card. So I was pretty excited to at least pull a copy of her. And this is where I first realized that you could pull like start deck foil cards. Even though I have seen a few tutorials and I have a general idea of how to play, all I really understood was the whole gimmick of the game was set around these whole like gate rulers. Dude, these gate rulers are such an amazing idea. They let you make the rules in a literal way that you want to follow with a gameplay mechanic and the deck building. The gate ruler affects like your colors or like the factions. It affects the number of copies of cards you can have in your deck, how many legends you can have. Like the board layout is even affected by your gate ruler, which I don't think they've expanded too much on yet, but I think in the Japanese they're starting to get that. And since like they're connected to the card themselves, that means that the people making gate ruler can keep experimenting and keep coming up with like cool new ideas. I love the idea of like gate rulers like Apprentice, where you don't have a hand and you just get to top deck everything, because it makes it super easy just to hand to somebody and get the game going, but also allow for like really cool deck ideas later on. You can also print your own, which is really cool. So, you know, I got weird and like I printed one out with like Zhongli on it and stuff, which I was pretty stoked on. I originally thought when I got the start decks, I was going to be drawn to red-pink, but honestly, darkness was really fun to play. I understand it's not very strong right now, but I love interacting with the graveyard and resources with like the Night Ruler. And then going here forward, I'm just going to kind of speed run the packs for your time and mine. And there's going to be a point later on where I just kind of start churning through the packs a little bit quicker. That's because my camera kept dying. And this, I believe, is considered an uber rare. I'm quite lucky where my uber rare is also a legend card, one of which I actually want to play in my darkness deck. And this is where I was thinking, like, it's weird how they put gate rulers in like some random packs. This is where I learned you can also pull foils of them, which I find a lot cooler. It is unfortunate though that some people like me are going to be printing most of our gate rulers, so I'm probably not going to be using it very long, but it's still cool to have. Something frustrating I was kind of noticing was, yes, it's cool that we're getting like foil ruler cards in the packs, but why don't we get any more copies of resources like energy? See, like in a magic pack, you get a land card and you can pull foils of those. I was just noticing this when I was trying to build my second night deck. And since I only have the 3 resources from the start deck, I then had to print my own, which I'm not complaining about. I really like doing that, but not everyone has access to printing resources like that. The art was another big draw for me, being a fan of buddy fight art, and hearing that some of the art was brought in from the Force of Will studio got me like very hyped when Gate Ruler was first announced. Like when I saw the mech monkey, I had the biggest smile pop up on my face. Overall, I'm super excited for the things I pulled. Since filming my opening, I've upgraded my start decks. I threw together like a pretty shitty blue-red deck with like no legends, sadly, because I use them for everything else. And a funky red, pink, yellow Highlander deck with the extras I had left over. I am quite short on some legends though, so I'd probably like to pick those up. Such as the Grand Dragon cover unit, another of the Haunting Yabba Baba Baba. What's that blue legend? I think it's like Captain Liberty. Oh, I'd love another win-win. That's a little thing I want to kind of complain about is, since the game is brand new right now, it's a little hard to find singles. At least when the Digimon card game came out, it was on TCG Player. Yes, the prices were like really bad, but at least the accessibility was there. Right now, it seems the most easy way to find cards is eBay, but the markup on them is pretty bad. Like any 3-star that I'm finding online is either selling for $5 to $10, and every 4-star is 15 to 20. I'm even seeing some go for like 40. Yeah, overall, I'm very excited for what Gate Ruler is going to bring. I hope that I get to start playing maybe some online games with some friends, maybe across the pond. I don't know if I'll be making a lot of content for Gate Ruler, but I'll definitely be playing it in my own free time and possibly talking about it as stuff maybe unfolds. So maybe keep up with me on Twitter. I think that's what I'll be talking about it the most. I never know how to end these. That's all I got.